friends, my name is Jenny Manno and welcome to my channel. I am so excited about this week. I'm just gonna say it. Grab your scissors, grab your X-Acto knives, grab your favorite fashion magazines or printouts, find them on the online, have fun. You guys, I cannot wait for you to do this. I'm so excited. Let's get started. Hello, welcome to this week's How To Tuesday. Ta-da! There's a lot going on. I have had a little bit of fun lately. I'm gonna do things a little bit different today. It's just something that I have had ever since we did a few weeks ago, the cutouts, and then added our when we did the neurographic series. Wow, that was hard. Words are hard. And I wanted to play with this, and it's been noodling and noodling, so it's been there for a while. And so I had a bunch of leftover. For some reason, I explained in the other video, I get these like random, fashion glamour magazines. I didn't sign up for them. They just arrive. They used to be at my home in California, and somehow they've made their way here. So go figure. Yeah, so I just thought, all right, I get them all the time. I never look at them, but I get them all the time. And so I thought, let's just chop the crap out of it and find all kinds of fun things and see what we can come up with that. I have magazines to your galore. You can use anything. You can do printouts. You can go online and get royalty-free imagery and stuff like that. And you can, because it's not just people that we're looking at. It's not just people. It's color and pattern, and like these are like the example here. This is like, it was not like this actually. There was something in the center, and I really like this pattern, so I cut these out and left that behind. I don't know what it was, but there you go. This was actually a skirt on somebody. There was something up here, person up here, and I'm going to turn it into like a top probably on a bigger, like I can do something like this on a bigger piece. I can cut her head out and just have it be sitting there, or create another neck, but anyway, so before we get into all that, I'm going to do a little quick review on what to look for in the magazines. I have a bunch here along with a bunch of cutouts in the magazines that we have, and then I'm going to show you, we're going to play and do a little assembly. It's kind of like paper doll making, which I'm a huge fan of. I love paper dolls. So yeah, it's kind of like that, but you're using, the paper from magazines, the imagery from magazines, and then you assemble it any way you want. You like cut things out, cut arms and legs off, cut the heads out, that kind of thing, and then you assemble it back to what you want. So I'm going to show you how to go through the magazine, what to look for. I'm going to show you some of the tools that I have, and then we'll assemble, glue, and then draw. Okay? All right, so let me clean this up before we get started, because there's a lot going on, but I thought this would be a cool scene, because this is how I laid it out for me to be able to play and kind of just grab things quick and play around and do, some designing of my own, my redesigning of some of the images that I pulled. But before I do, thank you so much for being here. Thank you, thank you. I am very grateful. If you like what you're seeing and you're enjoying my How To Tuesdays, please like and subscribe and click the bell so you get the personal notifications. Also, I have a Patreon channel. On my Patreon channel, I have my full real-time, ad-free, fully instructed videos on the How To Tuesdays. So that means, depending on what tier you each tier you sign up for, except the first one, 2 and up, you get at least 4 full How To Tuesdays a month. That's awesome. That's almost 5 to 6 hours, depending on how long they are, of just videos to watch and things to learn and to play with and stuff. So that right there, I think, is a whammo fabulous deal. So, and I would love for you to come check it out. So thank you so much. I'm going to clean up and I will be right back. I totally lied. Now I'm going to go over the tools before I be right back. Okay, so of course the scissors. This is Tim Holtz. I like these scissors a lot. I like the grip on them. They're a rubber. I've had these scissors for so long, and they're very accessible. Tim Holtz. It looks like it says Tonic Studios, and I think he has different tips on his, different sizes, or different type of blades, I should say, not tips, type of blades. But I love this one. And then I just have my regular, my blending stump. I have a Tombow Mononoke eraser. I grabbed my Graph Gear 1000 0.3. This is my all-time favorite mechanical pencil. And then this one is also a Papermate. Not also, this is a Papermate. It's a 0.9 mechanical pencil. I have those. And I have my Murado Black Warrior HB2. This one I like a lot because it doesn't have a lot of glare. It's kind of a matte graphite. Not 100%, but It's pretty good. Then because I've had these things noodling around in my head for a while, and I love paper art. I love paper piecing. I love paper doll, like I said, paper dolls, all that kind of stuff. So I thought that I would arm myself with some, these weren't expensive at all, super inexpensive. And I thought, I was actually really surprised with a bunch of different X-Acto knives to see what works. You know, it depends on what I'm feeling. This is the index finger knife. This is by Excel. And it has a little safety cap. This one I got does not have a replacement blade. I should have bought, but those are super, super inexpensive to buy. So, this will last, I mean, these will last for a while. But you just hold it like that. Because, you know, if you're doing a lot of cutting, it can get a little rough on your fingers. And you just cut and pull and cut and pull. I've seen this done. I think I've actually used this before at my other job. I believe so. And then these I've never used. These are retractable precision cutters. It says sliced ceramic technology, safer than traditional blades, and then it's up to 11 times longer lasting versus steel. And it's got a replaceable, you can accept a replaceable safety blade. No tool blade change. Finger friendly and ambidextrous. So this is, let me see if I can get into here. I'm gonna have to cut this. This is called Slice, the company Slice. Now this one, oh, that's cool. It's got an itty bitty 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 blade for those really fine spots, which I'm very excited to try. And it kind of hold like a pen, right? I also like I don't have it here, but I like the X-Actos that have like the gummy, the rubbery, soft, kind of where you put your fingers so your fingers don't get, if you do a lot of paper cutting, so they don't get hurt. And then this one is also a Slice. It's an auto retractable cutter, which when I pulled it out of the box, I kind of grabbed it. I'm not sure if I like this. It just it doesn't lock. I don't believe. Yeah. But it's got a bigger blade on it, and it stays open as long as you're cutting. I'm not sure I like that, because then it forces you to stay like that, as opposed to being able to hold it like a pen. So I don't know. I don't know. But this one is the same thing, retractable precision cutter. Well, this one is, oh no, sorry. This is the auto, which is this one. And this is the one that, you know, you click it, it stays open, you click it, and it closes again. But same thing, safer than traditional blades, up to 11 times longer because it's a ceramic blade as opposed to a steel blade. So I wanted to play with these a little bit and see. I do not claim to be an expert cutter with these X-Acto knives because I mean, of course I've done it numerous times in my life, but I am not someone who does it all the time, nor do I know all the tricks. I just know what I've seen and what I like, you know, from a traditional X-Acto blade. And yeah, we'll go from there. And then I just have, this is just cardstock. This is, I think, 90-pound cardstock, which is, I think this is 11 by 14. Yeah, I think that's 11 by 14, perhaps. So, yeah, okay. Really quick before I get started, as you can see, I pulled a lot, let me move this out of the way. I pulled a lot of images out of magazines, like I went through here. And this one is not as good for me, at least not this time around, than other the thicker magazines like Vogue and Cosmopolitan and all that. Because I didn't see a lot of stuff that was, now you might see it completely differently. We're not only looking for figures and clothing, fashion and body parts and that kind of stuff, but like I saw this and I thought, oh, that's cool. That's really cool for, you know, I would rip that out and use it for the block of color that I can, you know, cut out and potentially add to the background of one of the images. So that to me caught my eye. It could also become part of an outfit or clothing or, you know, whatever you choose for it to be. Just do a quick flip through here. Like I said, this one isn't the best. I like this. I thought this was really, she was beautiful. I love this that's happening. If you see my art, a lot of my graphite stuff, I love like turtleneck, funky turtlenecks and sweaters and stuff to add that. I actually draw those in. And her hair, look at how beautiful her hair is. And this, I've cut several times. I have her here, which I will take this page again. This one I left her hands and fingers in, and her head in. And then I cut here. This one I took her head out and her arms out. Ba-bam! There she is. So it's just preference. I love this though. I thought this is super fun and super versatile, I think. So I will definitely take that page out. and keep her. So these are the magazines. I'm looking like this. You can pull and have, you know, a big pink circle if you choose to. Like I like a bold color palette, like a solid swatch of color and a bunch of different colors, because you can use that for background stuff. You can't go wrong. Like I would like these, like but they're kind of broken up. Like if she was her whole person was here and not in the seam here, or I could see all of her. I like the color, and I like the that her body's kind of funky because she's dancing with her roller skates on. I would cut her out, but I can't see all of her. If I could, I would have done it. Like I love this. I will take this because I love her legs. Her legs would be awesome. Even the sweater part. Like I could lop off her arms and have that become something. And I can attach her legs to something else. Yeah. I like this one too, because I like this arm right here. Now there are going to be, you know, some things that are a little more meticulous, like I have to cut around her fingers just like I did for her. This I did with scissors. I cut her fingers out with my scissors. So that's one of the reasons I wanted to get the other blade, get like the fine blade so that I could have a little bit more precision. And then I thought this, I would just take her head. You know, I could cut just the hair and have a pretty dynamic piece right there. You can also cut words out. Fine, you know, you can take pages of words and cut them out if you're someone who's drawn to, you know, speech and like fonts and typeface and all that kind of stuff, which is me. Like I cut that out, your best hair ever. Like why not? I could just use your best ever. You know, I could do whatever I want. That's the beauty, is that you can do whatever you want with these things. Whatever you want. So that's that. I thought these were kind of cool, but again, it's very hard to, like for me, I don't want to spend all the time this time. Maybe, I don't know. Actually, that's a lie. That's a lie. I might decide that I'll take this page because I might want to just cut out like around her eyes, I could leave in her skin, or I could cut out the skin and just have her eyes and the spokes of the flowers for both of these. This one's a little different because her hair covers a big portion of that. But who knows? I mean, you don't know until you play, right? I could cut this out and use the bottom half of her mouth on this. I could cut just her head out and use that. You just don't know. That's why you give yourself plenty of options, and then you tweak them and cut them out and lay them out and play with them and see what looks good. You just won't know until you start to play around a little bit. I almost said fart around, and I just did. I just did. Yeah, some of these, I think it was maybe the balls here, the pearls, the poils. I loved her legs. I loved the body pose position. Not sure if what I cut that out for. This, I thought, how fun. I cut off their heads and left the fuzzy. I got it for this. Sky's the limit. And like, this is what I was talking about. Like, you can see all of her. I could cut all of her out. That would be a good one. Or I can cut all of them out, you know. That, I thought, why not? That's super fun. I could use these in the background of something. Kind of makes my eyes go crisscross. Same thing. I can cut them out. I can cut, I think I have somewhere here, where I've cut out, I had the same picture in another magazine. I've cut out just her skirt. Yeah. But I could cut out just her skirt and her legs, and it could become a piece of something. It's interesting. Is it bigger? It's a smidge bigger than that. That's interesting. Different magazines. I have her too. I cut her out. I showed her earlier. I thought this is pretty fair. Oh, look at the color difference. Interesting. Huh. Two different magazines. I have no idea what this one came in, but I could just cut her head out and use the coat, or I could, you know, trim the coat off and keep like that part of her neck, trim it off, and then slide that into something else like this. Let me see. Like so. And I know it's not, I love the idea of disproportion. I always have, which is a big part of my abstract portrait stuff. But I like, if her head's big or even small and her body parts are big, or she has one big leg, one big, I love that. And I'm going to steer towards that this time when we do But look at that, how cool if I got rid of that and then put a different bottom down here. Let's see, I don't want to take her head off. I'm not going to use that because that would mean I'd have to take her head off. But I could do this, and I can trim back those. Let's pick this. Let's clear some space here. Could do, if I cut out her coat, and had a different body, or cut out this part and had a different body. Look, she's got like the sway of the body now. Let's see with this one. I get it that they're, one's bigger, one's smaller. It's going to require some, you know, cutting and trimming on your part once you decide what it is you like. See, and I'm not sure if that works. But, you know, you just never know. What about this? The only thing, one thing is that they're super delicate. Like I could cut all of that out and then she's got a really cool coat and, you know, a fringe skirt. And then I could give her, let me find some, I had them cut out somewhere. Give her some fun legs. I know these are super tiny, but again, we're talking about disproportion. A disproportion. You could also do this. Cut out her neck. Remember, that's going to be cut out. Make this her top. So that's removed. And then I could get some real cute little... Sky's the limit, you guys. Sky's the limit. You can play, play, play. This could totally change it up and put her in this top. And then cut that out and put some, I don't know. Actually, let's try this. This is like a really cool, I'm a big fan of stripes. And there, look at that. If I got rid of the coat and I had her head and the new sweater, and then these are just random pieces that I've cut out. And I've created a new image. Right? I mean, that's pretty rad. I think that's pretty fun. I think it's super fun, actually. And then I could, if I want, because we're talking disproportion here. Nah, I don't like the way the direction they're going. Do I have legs anywhere else? Funny. A random question. Do I have legs anywhere else? I don't know. I don't know, but I'm not going to waste time looking for them. Oh, maybe these. These are, I think, a little too small. But also super cute. If I cover that, and I do that, and I can come in down here and add, like there's a little tulle here, a little tulle fabric. I can decide if I want the tulle fabric to come there. Ooh! See, now that's cool. I like that. See, I would totally put that together. 100%. That's what I'm talking about, you guys. That's fun. This is super cute. But this is what we're going to do. You're going to play, lay stuff out, then we're going to glue it down, and then we're going to draw it. And I'm going to draw it in graphite. I'm not going to get super fancy. I'm just going to sketch it out in graphite. And of course, I'm going to put my flair on it. Like, I'm not trying to mimic her face at all. Just to head in the direction, the shape, you know, like which direction her face is facing. But that's it. And then I'll put my tweak on it, my aesthetic, and then quickly sketch out what it is that I want. I mean, the sky's the limit, y'all. Sky's the limit on this. So, and a lot of stuff, anything I teach, sky's the limit. There's no rules. There's no rules. I just try to bring you ideas, you know? Bring you new ideas and ways to spark creativity. So, okay, so now that you know, I'm gonna clean up and I'll be right back. Okay, so I wanted to test each of these. So this is the one that you have to hold, and just gonna do some simple cuts just to see. This is a ceramic blade. Oh, you know, it's not, as uncomfortable as I thought it was going to be. And I could lift. I don't have to do what I did before. I kept it in before. And I'm just cutting on top of chipboard. Oops. Doggone it. It's not as easy. See, like, look. I didn't get a clean this cut there. It's not as easy to guide because you have to hold it with your fingers. So, let's see. Can I get this? Click that. Click that. And then this is an itty bitty blade. I like that. I'm trying to figure out how hard I have to push with this. Oh, there's paper stuck to it. It's interesting that the blade only goes out just a tiny, tiny bit. So it does some precision work. It's okay. I think it's going to take a little getting used to, like anything in this world, right? Okay, so now there's this one. This is the blade I'm really used to. And I will tell you now, this one, like when I cut this, it leaves like, it kind of lifts the paper a bit and leaves an edge. This one's smooth and flat. And I find a lot easier to control. So, interestingly enough, I like this one the best so far. Yeah, but I think the cut is much cleaner. Like I said, it leaves an edge when you do it. That's so interesting. I did not anticipate that. Interesting, interesting. I'm just going to do like a precision cut. This might be good for like I don't know if I like this. I mean, it's fine, I guess. It's definitely sharp. It just, I don't know. I'm not sure if I like what it does to the paper. There is like a ridge around the whole thing. I don't know if I like it, truthfully. Again, like I said, I still have to practice with it, so maybe I'm not doing it, using it the way it's supposed to be. I bet I could Google, and like, how do I use my ceramic cutting knife? I mean, I know people have them in their kitchens, use them as like their cutlery, they're ceramic. I know they're sharp. So, okay, so that one was a little better. It's a little flatter. I think I was pushing too hard on this because I wasn't sure how it would cut. So I didn't push as hard on this. Yeah, because I pushed harder there. This one feels more like the third one, the blade that was cut, so there's no edge. So it was my pressure that was causing it. There's a little bit. Oh no, it's about the same. So the pressure is what was causing that. Just a slight little like lip, just a tiny little edge next to the cut. Yeah. So I think still I like this one the best, but I think this will serve me really well for precision work, for like smaller detail stuff. So like if I wanted to, I'm not going to, but if I wanted to cut out her eyes, I would, well, I don't know actually. I don't know. It's all an experiment. But now you have three options. This I did not like. I like that it cut sharp, but I think this is more like a, hey, cool, I'm going to make a straight line and cut my paper, as opposed to, hey, I'm going to do all this detail work because of this. You don't have a lot of control. Like, I can't do, you know, certain things because my wrist doesn't move. Like, I can't. It's just awkward. I don't know. So, there you go. I've used the tools. I will link all 3 so that if you're interested, you can go ahead and try for yourself, play for yourself. Okay? All right, let me get rid of this and I'll be right back.